All right, we have Charmeleon now.
You know, as a first-gen starter Pokemon, Charmeleon is my favorite, but not my favorite Pokemon. Typhlosion is actually my absolute favorite Pokemon.
So you just like the second fire starter?
Yeah, so the Gen 2 fire starter.
Well, that's because Charmeleon or Charizard is a fire flying type Pokemon, while Typhlosion is straight up fire. And plus, his design, badass, pretty badass.
Fire, a badger that's on fire.
I don't remember. There's not like a obvious advantage to having pure fire type over fire flying, is there?
But if no.
Stealth Rock.
Are you serious?
It's a big one, actually.
No, but
so real quick, we're in Celadon.
Oh, hey, we're
now.
at the supermarket. I
We're going
love
to
this
the
place.
department store.
Well, department store, whatever you call it.
Because we're gonna buy things.
I actually really like... When I played the games, this is one of the things that I really like.
Spoilers, we went to the store because we're gonna buy things. First off, we're gonna actually buy a drink because I don't want to bother with the guard.
Just have to get some fresh
you could
water.
invest in a lemonade.
No, I mean, I don't care about this guy. I'm just gonna give him the cheapest thing I
He's
can.
being a cheapskate.
I'm gonna buy some X specials just as a precaution in the future.
Yeah, because you want to beef up that stat.
Even though I think I'm gonna end up not using them, but they were just in case.
And you even go down the... Now, I can't remember. The elevator's working in this, right?
Yeah, but the elevator's kind of only worth it if you go straight to the roof and back.
Oh,
I
I
actually
see.
need to make a stop on every floor.
Oh, hey, you picked up a Pokédoll.
That's important later.
Oh, okay. What did they do again? I
They
forgot.
end an encounter with a wild Pokemon.
Ah, that's
Oh,
pretty
bro.
nifty. So when a Pokemon just comes out of nowhere, you can be like,
Hey,
"Hey,
here's
get
the doll."
get out of my face!"
Attack this doll instead of my face. And some super potions
For
again as
insurance.
precaution.
This goes hand in hand with your whole thing about being super defensive.
Yeah,
Like
also,
you're planning for every thing to go wrong at this point.
well, I mean, you always have to plan for the worst.
Given your luck, you know.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Did we all forget that we have a level 100 Nidoking?
But that you gotta think about the RNG though.
Yeah.
What RNG?
Who knows what can happen?
There is some RNG in this game though, isn't there?
Alright,
Like
so,
with the
There's a
attacks
lot.
and stuff? Yeah.
Alright, so I mentioned my favorite Pokemon. What are your guys'
So
favorite
what?
Pokemon?
So you mentioned Typhlosion, right?
Yeah,
So is it just Typhlosion?
as a favorite Pokemon?
Yeah. Because when I think of favorite Pokemon, I like to kind of group evolutionary families together.
Oh, you have coin
I
case.
mean, Cyndaquil is my favorite, adorable Pokemon. You know,
Your favorite?
adorable.
Is that a category? Adorable?
But yeah, Typhlosion definitely my number one
What
favorite.
about Quilava?
Hey, in fact, my birthday's coming up. Actually, Christmas is around the corner, ish. In another year.
You can't say it's around the corner when it's so far away.
Christmas is only 51 weeks away.
You're doing the whole gambling thing here. I see.
Well, we're in the gambling place. We're not actually gambling. I'm just gonna be a little street urchin and get all my coins off the floor and bothering people.
Just imagine the Pokemon trainer. He's just leaning over on the floor, just scraping his fingers.
The funny thing is, I did that when I was in Japan when I was around middle school.
Yeah.
There's these arcades it's like a metal arcade, right? You just put metal and you play, and then you win more metal, right? And sometimes, there are medals on the ground or under the games, and I should just kind of dig through, looking for that kind of stuff.
Wow,
That's
that's
basically
pretty cool.
exactly what I'm doing in the game. Because I only need 180 coins, and I believe I've just gotten 180.
And you got all of them by not playing the game.
Yeah, I've never touched a slot machine.
And, I never really found the metal arcade games, right? It's like you don't win anything, you just collect metal,
Wait, really? There's no point to it?
Yeah. Oh, look.
Can you trade it in for prizes like this?
Yeah, so we traded in our 180 coins for an Abra, and this Abra had the unfortunate circumstance of being nicknamed by Brandon.
A fate worse than death.
Yes.
Pretty sure I gave him a legend name. I gave him Abra. That's what I named him.
No, you
No,
gave.
you
What's the nickname that you gave him?
I named him that Asian because he reminded me of an Asian person.
Being an Asian, does Abra remind you of yourself?
No.
Back to your original question that I didn't answer.
No, but if you look at Abra though, I'm not to be as
Okay, so
unracist as
before we start
possible.
talking about things that are hard to take back,
What I was going
let's go
to
back to the arcade
yeah,
machines.
Yeah. Well, no, I was gonna actually go back to his question about favorite Pokemon, and that's not something I can answer because I've been out of the games way too long. But I can say that one of my favorite types was Bug type.
Can you name a bug in specific that you like?
Beedrill. I mean, I always like Beedrill, but I mean,
Beedrill's Not bad.
The one thing that I liked the one thing that I liked about him was just the design. I mean, I grew up in like a lot of forest and there was bees and stuff everywhere, so and hornets and wasps and stuff.
Why you like bees?
Yeah, I mean
bees are good. Bees are important.
Well, some people they actually are important. But some people get really scared of them. I'm not too,
I actually don't like being around bees, but bee Pokemon are cool.
Yeah. Well, they're also imaginary, so you don't have to worry.
The funny thing is, probably one of my biggest fears actually is centipedes, and there's a centipede Pokemon, and I actually really like it. It's actually a really good Pokemon.
Well, it's also imaginary. That's the whole.
Yeah,
thing.
but it doesn't look that much like a centipede.
But centipedes are vicious, aren't they?
Yeah, they're actually aggressive.
They will go after you no matter what.
Okay, so Aaron told us his favorite Pokemon. What's your favorite?
Yeah, so actually, I brought up the evolutionary line thing because my favorite Pokemon is kind of like a evolution. It's like two Pokemon within an evolutionary line that are pretty much tied for first. It's the Snivy, Servine, Serperior line, the Grass Starter in Gen 5.
Oh, the one that looks like a Baron, like a Snake Baron.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've been out of the game for a while, but I know who that is. But speaking of...
yeah, my favorite Pokemon pretty much oscillates between Snivy and Serperior.
Speaking of evolution line, though, one Pokemon that I do remember from Gold that is one of my favorites is Mary, the sheep.
Oh, yeah.
The electric sheep. I love that thing to death.
I don't know if I heard it from you guys or not, but I probably you guys, how one of your friends mentioned that they found a blue Pikachu, but then it was just Meryl or something like that.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Well, let's hold off on Playground Rumor Talk for just a few minutes, because that's going to actually become relevant.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I think we got a little lost in the discussion, but you picked up the Abra, you teleported, and now you're back.
We're back in Cerulean City.
Yeah. And you went backwards through the house after you beat the Rocket.
So fortunately, beating the Rocket moves a police officer. If not, this run would actually be very different. And
so speaking of Abra, I bet they're wondering why I named that Asian though.
They already know why.
Yeah.
Because it was
leave it alone.
The slant eye.
Anyway,
Pokemon is yellow.
Leave it alone.
So we need to go up Nugget Bridge,
and you're not gonna fight Misty, obviously, because you're doing this backwards.
No.
Nice walking into
I think I was just showing off the unknown dungeon.
Yeah, I got you.
But first we have to
hey, rival fight.
Yeah. To deal with this loser.
Have to fight Spider-Man. I mean Peter Parker.
Bunch of strong Pokemon. Let's see.
I bet they're not level 100 or not anywhere close to level 100.
Do you even train?
Nice. He sends out his Pidgeotto.
I think
level 18.
I thought you had Charmeleon after.
No, the Charmeleon is way too low.
Do you think Gary...
Charmeleon I'm saving for a specific...
do you know, I mean, I call him Gary, but do you know if Peter knows that Tank is level 100? Like, if he was actually fighting against Tank, or, Nidoking...
You mean if the game AI can see that it's a level 100?
No, like, if this was like a real-life event, and Peter was actually fighting, Zizzy's Nidoking, do you think, just by looking at it, he's like, yep, that's a level 100 Nidoking.
I think the levels are just a convenience of game design.
Yeah, I actually kind of view the levels as an abstraction of just strength.
Yeah,
so all he knows is I have this just unbeatable Nidoking. He doesn't know that it's level 100 specifically.
Just stomping this poor Squirtle. Look at it. No! No!
You know the funny thing is, I actually could have a legit Nidoking at this point.
Yeah?
Nidoran evolves into Nidorino at 16. And uses a Moonstone to evolve into Nidoking.
Yeah. And
if I had gone through Mount Moon, I would have gotten at least 2 Moonstones.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So I could actually have a Nidoking at this point.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Wait, really? I thought Nidoking needs to be like level 36 or something.
No, 16. Nidoking can be as low as 16.
Right.
Well, he mentioned the Moonstone, remember?
Though, you probably shouldn't have a level 16 Nidoking.
Its stats would be terrible.
Well, and it wouldn't have many good moves.
Oh, I see.
Generally Pokemon that evolve. Anyways, we're on Mount Nugget Bridge, and it's just 5 regular.
Give you the heads up. We're just gonna speed through all this.
So generally, Pokemon that evolve through Stone evolutions, they usually stop learning moves after they evolve.
Wait, really? So if I evolve to the Nidoking with the Moonstone,
the Nidoking probably will not learn any more moves through level up.
Whoa, what the heck?
They can only learn new moves through TMs.
Man, that sounds terrible.
This is kind of like a you gotta be like 5 trainers to get to the end, right?
Yeah.
No joke. This reminds me of my childhood. One of my earliest memories of childhood, where I, it used to be the era when Yu-Gi-Oh was huge.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Get that shit out of here. There was Pokemon.
We'll
No.
banish you to the Shadow Realm.
No, but it used to be an era where Yu-Gi-Oh used to be huge, and me and my brother, we used to be pretty good at Yu-Gi-Oh because we kind of knew strategy about it and stuff like that. So we had a group of friends who we kind of taught how to play Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff like that. And it kind of became like a posse, and it eventually kind of became like more like an Elite Four kind of thing where you got to beat all of our 3 posses before you get to me and my brother who was better than me.
Oh, that sounds pretty cool.
Well,
Wait,
this is happening.
what the heck are you doing?
So now I'm actually doing a legit trainer fly. So that guy saw me, but I teleported away. I'm trying to press the start button here, but nothing's happening. So when I'm in trainer fly state, the game thinks I'm in a battle. And when you're in battle, the start button doesn't do anything. So I can't open the menu, which is kind of a problem.
This is kind of like the same thing you did previously, right?
Yeah, so the thing I did in Viridian Forest was kind of a variation of trainer fly. It works a little bit differently because I teleported by losing a battle. This is I teleported by using the move teleport. So it's a little bit different. And this is actually kind of the more standard case. So in order to fix my start button, I need to actually get in a fight. And there's a couple of rules. I need the trainer to see me and walk up to me. So I use this guy. He walks 1 space up to me. If I talk to someone, or if I walked right next to him, the game would freeze.
What?
So I need him to walk up to me.
Whoa, that's crazy.
And it could be anyone, so this guy has an Onyx.
Yeah,
in practice, there are 2 trainers I could have walked up to. The other guy has like 5 Pokemon. I learned that in practice. So
Beware my terrible rock snake.
Yeah.
That's what it is, right? Like a rock snake?
Yeah, it's a snake made of rocks.
As a Pokemon, I actually like Steelix for design-wise.
Yeah.
Isn't Steelix really strong, too?
It's really strong defensively. Okay, so now, are you guys ready for the hardest fight in the game? I'm not even kidding.
Wait, really?
I'm not even kidding.
So
It's this guy.
So Weedle isn't the hardest guy in the game. Pokemon, you actually lose to Weedle too.
No, but hold up.
No, this is the hardest fight that I need to win.
Even the champion isn't as hard as this?
No. This is
But
seriously...
this is level 17 Slowpoke.
in terms of like chance of failure, this is by far the hardest fight in the game.
What makes this hard?
I need to use growl 6 times.
Okay.
This Slowpoke hits like a truck, at least against Firestorm.
a metaphorical truck. Okay, well you got 2 growls off, but that confusion actually, you are right, that is dealing quite a bit of damage.
Considering that I need to survive for 6 turns and
Well, there's
growl,
3.
growl lowers physical attack, which confusion is not affected by.
This is 4, right?
Yeah.
So you need 6, correct? Oh man, he might kill you. Oh no, you're confused.
Yeah, so confusion has a 10% chance to confuse, and it happened on the 4th one.
And you go right to the super potion.
Yeah, I'm not gonna take chances. If I had hurt myself in confusion, Firestorm probably would have gone down.
So is there an explanation of why you're using so many growls?
So remember what I did with nuking, right?
Yeah.
I had to use 6 growls against the
Oh, so
Pidgey.
it's the same thing.
So guess what I'm doing?
I wonder what mystery Pokemon you're gonna try to get.
Manipulating the game.
I wish you played that. Was it who's that Pokemon?
No, this is kind of like a thing of like Pokemon recipe. Like he's cooking up what the game's gonna give him,
Yeah.
and it's like this is the whole process. He's cooking up the Pokemon,
Yeah.
so to speak.
So I
Adding
don't.
growl to the recipe.
yeah.
So yeah. So I don't remember the exact number, but this Slowpoke has a special stat that I need. So I used the 6 growls. So now the hard part's over. Just bring out level 100 and good luck with that.
It's like everybody just pulls up the picture, the reference. It's like the recipe calls for 1 Slowpoke, level 17, 6 Growl.
Yeah.
And the Slowpoke has to have a specific special attack.
Yeah.
Well, that trainer will always have that number.
Mm.
But can you guess what that recipe makes?
I don't know. Mr. Mime.
No.
Is it a Ditto?
No.
That would be weird if it
There
was
we go.
a Ditto. Oh, great! It makes a Mew.
I'm so
Yeah.
Of course.
surprised.
So, did you
It's a
know that
Mew.
if you walk up to that one guy and use teleport, and then go back to Route 25 and fight the kid with the Slowpoke, and use Growl 6 times, and walk back to Route 24, you get a Mew?
You said that exactly in the same tone that I think of all of the fake, like, special things, like, that people used to spread rumors of online. But it's actually true what you just said.
Yeah. So this is how to get Mew.
And you used little shit so you didn't kill it.
Yeah. So unless you're living in 1999 and can go to the event where these Mews were, given out to people, this is the only way to get Mew in Red and Blue.
So you were talking about how you kind of practice this also on your cassette version of Pokemon Red?
Cassette?
Or your...
You mean the cartridge?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cartridge version of Pokemon Red. Do you have Mew on it?
Well, technically no, because I deleted my save file.
You should have traded me that Mew.
I could, if you have a link cable.
Man, that's taking it back
Oh
to
my
that's taking
God.
it back to the playground.
But hey, when Pokemon Red and Blue come out for 3DS, which I think is February sometime, I can get you a Mew.
Yeah, but-
I remember this part.
But you won't be able to do...
So,
Who named...
I gave
Aaron-
the nickname,
Aaron named
I gave the
Q.
nickname to Mew, and I said to use Q because it was a reference to a Street Fighter 3 character whose name was Q. Very mysterious character, which is why I thought it was fitting for Mew.
Oh wait, so my guess was kind of right. I said Ditto.
I'm not getting into like crazy fan theories.
Isn't like Ditto like a
No,
failed replica of Mew?
no.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
whatsoever.
and it would take too long to talk about that. So I said I wanted you to hold off on playground rumors because we get Mew. So are there any other remember these crazy rumors that are going around, ways to get Mew, like beat the Elite Four 700 times while only ever pressing the A button?
No, I don't nothing comes
No,
up. Nothing
but-
but
But for me, like when you talked about the link cable, that was like gold. If you had a link cable at school, you were top shit.
Yeah.
what kind of friends did you hang out with?
What are you talking
Cool
about?
friends.
That was everybody.
That was actually literally in my elementary school. Everyone had
everybody.
Game Boys.
Yeah, if you played Pokemon and you brought your stuff to school, link cable was
Like
top shit.
recess was Pokemon time.
Yeah.
It was Pokemon hour.
Especially with link cable.
Well, I guess it's kind of different. Mine was, like I said, mine was Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon cards, but we didn't really play the game. It was kind of like card related. I think Yu-Gi-Oh was huge, but I guess it was huge because I lived in Okinawa.
Yu-Gi-Oh was kind of big at my school too.
Yu-Gi-Oh got big in 2001, kind of like after the Pokemon So you may know because you lived in Japan at the time, but when Pokemon came out in the U.S., it was immediately huge. In 1998, everything was Pokemon. In 1999, everything was Pokemon. 2000, popularity started to kind of go down. By 2001, Pokemon was kind of how it is now. Kind of, still really popular still, but not everyone is talking about it constantly.
Yeah.
2001 is when Yu-Gi-Oh got kind of big, and it was kind of big 2001 and maybe 2002.
It's all about that anime.
Yeah.
I know everybody just watched that show.
Oh man, I hated that because people always. Because I guess the opening for Yu-Gi-Oh! Is different from the Japanese version. I always watched the Japanese version, right? So I always had this guy. Remember how I was talking about how I basically made like an Elite Four out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Team?
Yeah.
We had a rival. We actually had a rival who challenged us, right? And every time he wanted to duel us, right?
Was
he
his name
always-
Ronald?
No.
What?
His name was-
That's a very obscure Pokemon joke.
Okay.
His name was Steven. But every time he wanted to duel, this is what he said. This is literally what he said. He said, "It's time to." I was
Oh
like,
my
"What
God,
the
so
hell
awkward.
are you talking about?"
So awkward.
And I didn't find out until later where I actually watched one episode of a dubbed version of Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's the opening song, the opening theme.
Guess what? That's what every late 90s, early 2000s anime was like.
You're just collecting TMs
Yeah.
like crazy.
So the problem is because Mew's level 100 now.
Oh wait,
if you guys missed it.
sorry, TM29 is a psychic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You saw it on the screen. Anyway, because we caught Mew at level 1 and it instantly leveled up to level 100. All it knows is Pound, which is a very weak normal type.
Yeah, but level 100 pound is pretty much.
It's not terrible, but wouldn't a level 100 Psychic be better?
Well, yeah, because it'd be crazy strong, right?
Yeah, so that's why.
Man, look at those stats.
So in the later, the newer generations of Pokemon, is there a psychic move that's kind of like Eruption or what was it Leaf Storm or a really strong recoil, kind of has a penalty. Does a lot of damage but has a penalty.
Psycho Boost, I think, is like that.
Psycho Boost?
Yeah.
What? Like M. Bison?
Psycho Boost, I believe, is Psychic type Overheat. I need to double check that though. I don't remember exactly.
You should totally catch a Pokemon that looks like it's dressed really well, name it M. Bison, and give it that. Give it a Psycho Power
Right,
attack.
is that an M Bison?
Yes, I was actually exactly right. Psycho Boost is Psychic type.
M. Bison uses Psycho Power.
In fact, actually, it's Deoxys' signature move. Only Deoxys can learn it.
So Deoxys is M. Bison?
I guess so.
So I guess when
Actually, Shadow Lugia also learns Psycho Boost.
oh, for real?
So Deoxys and Shadow Lugia are the only ones that can.
There was
use
something
Psycho-
particular about this fight.
Yeah, so I left this fight in because of what this trainer says when I beat her.
What's that?
Well, let's find out when I beat
Oh,
her.
we gotta beat up another
So she has
Clefairy.
2 Clefairies.
You're just gonna pound it to death.
Yeah. It's level 22 Clefairy.
That's so vicious.
Portrait.
Got punched to death.
What?
But she's basically the last obstacle for us to get into Lavender Town.
Oh, nice.
But before we do anything, we'll have to wait till next time. Next time is Lavender Time. Lavender Town time.
Lavender time.
Lavender Town is my favorite.
How do you sneak?
Like you said, no pedestrians
There we go.
allowed.
That's not sneaking. You're right in
snuck
plain
by
view.
him. Just run
Oh,
live.
hey, it's Mount Moon.
Yep. Mount Moon done.
No, what?